Well, Ola, what do you want to talk about? There was a lot.
Wow.
One of the major things I think that stuck out for me this week was just how much Trump has been doing, and he ain't even started work yet.
Yeah, I call it the Trump effect.
Yeah. I think that's what everyone's calling it.
Yeah.
Well, and everything else is going on. It's just, well, let's just get into it.
Yes.
TGR News, broadcasting from the State of Israel.
Welcome back to TGR News.
Hello, hello.
Well, we have to say thank you. Thank you guys so much. I am so excited. I know I guess the newness is supposed to wear off already, but I'm just so excited because it has nothing to do with it just being new. It's about how much we are going to be able to do. We're still just at the beginning of this thing,
Yes.
where we finally have a place for the people to come to us so that we can get bulk food prices and be able to drastically drop the price of the food that we're giving, meaning we drastically raise the number of people we'll be helping. So thank you guys so much. Like I said last week, we're still working out. We need to figure out how to, because I really want to give you guys these little clips where you see where your support is going and all this wonderful stuff that you're doing here in the land of Israel. So I want you to be able to see your efforts and your work here. But on the other hand, I don't want to video their faces and use them as,
Yeah.
So we're still working out the kinks, how we're going to do this video clips to help you guys see everything using the new place. But we'll work it out because it's a blessing, I'm sure,
Yes.
that you would get just as much as we get.
Amen.
It is such a blessing. If you want to be a part of this and you haven't yet, you can join. You can click on the links below all of our videos to the Patreon page or to the Support Us page. Or you could just go to your web browser and type in thegoldenreport.com and go to the Support Us page there and find whichever way makes easiest for you. This is a wonderful thing we're doing. We're doing scripturally what God told us to do,
Yes.
to feed his sheep, to feed his nation, to feed his people. And that's what we're doing scripturally. We're following his command.
Amen.
Yes, Lord. Thank you so much. And I'm so excited we're going to be able to help so many more people with this. I
Yes.
really am so excited.
Me too.
I could talk about this the whole video. I have so much I could talk about this because this is exciting. And thank you guys. Please join if you haven't joined us and reach all of these precious people.
Yes.
Let's get started.
Yeah, let's do it. We started off this week with Yemen firing rockets to the center of the country here in Israel. Now that we have made a ceasefire with Hizbollah and Gaza is pretty much wrapped up, Israel should lay into Yemen and show them once and for all that it is not a smart move to mess with us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, Iraq.
And Iran. And yeah, no, I agree. 100%. We need to step up our game here if we want any kind of future where every other day another country doesn't just decide to attack us. Because let's be honest, everyone hates us just because we're Jewish, just because, well, really the truth is because thousands of years ago, God chose this group of people. And because God chose the Jews,
Yeah.
the devil chose the Jews to hate them and try to destroy them, right? It's all whatever God puts his finger on and says is important, the devil's right there trying to mess it all up.
Lucky
Right?
us.
Yeah, it's the price we have to pay. So everyone is against us in this part of the world for sure. So we have to step up our game, like you said, and be tough to stop them from just deciding to attack whenever they want.
Yes, in the Middle East, you have to talk power.
Yeah,
Only thing that counts is power.
Yeah, exactly. Whoever's doesn't show large amounts of strength is going to get attacked. Absolutely, 100% correct.
Yes.
So the way it's always been, the way it's always going to be. Well, also at the beginning of the week, France fabricated lies to say that Israel was violating the ceasefire with Hizbollah over 20 times. This is just another show of an anti-Semitism against us, like we was just talking about. Hizbollah has been violating the ceasefire over and over again. And in my opinion, Israel is not tough enough. Really, we just like we was talking about. Just not. Basically, we could have just thrown this in what we was just talking about. Not tough enough with her response when the Hezbollah does act up. Yeah, just like we just said, we have to show very strong hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to be very, very strong. Also, Syria. It's this thing with Syria. It seemed like it stopped for a while.
You're talking about the rebels?
Yes. With this not military, but the militias coup going on in Syria. There for a while, it looked like it was dying down, and just recently, they just took out another city.
Yes.
Going down towards the center of the country, but on the sea closer to the Mediterranean.
Yeah, they started with Aleppo and went down to Hama. Now they got
Hama,
they got Hama, and I think they're going to all the way to Damascus, and who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? Well, yeah, who knows? Well, I mean, we said it last time. Well, I said it last time. Whether this coup wins or loses, it's not like who is better friends with Israel. They both don't like us, so it's not.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't. This is what I don't have to say it a lot, but this is one I just haven't figured out. I don't know this. I don't know what the answer is here.
I have an opinion.
Well, go for it.
I think Assad is better for Israel because then we can put some pressure because we have kind of government still, even though it's all mixed. And those rebels, they different groups all together. And even though your theory that they're gonna fight each other, maybe they will, but we don't have any card on them.
Yeah.
We don't have any.
Well, I understand what you're saying. Basically, what you're saying is we know this guy and how to work with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I understand that logic. What I was saying, what you touched on, what I was saying is, once again, I'm not saying this or that. I'm just saying the other side of the coin is, the coup is like Al Qaeda, ISIS, and a few other radical groups. There is no place on earth where once the coup is over, they just harmoniously work together for a joint plan. That's not going to happen. They're going to turn on each other and just fight each other and destroy each other.
The only question, who they hate more, each other or us?
Well, they can't work together for no reason, nothing. They just can't. Right now, they're just doing this, and then once this is,
I hope.
Well.
Yeah, also this week, Hezbollah even fired a couple rockets on Monday, too. Israel, in response, took out the launchers and the other targets, but somehow this ceasefire is still holding water. Against all odds, we are still in a ceasefire. The only reason we should not be on a full attack is because we are waiting for Trump to take office. So, yeah, we all know it's fake ceasefire. It's kind of, but, well, we'll see how Trump will.
Well, like we started, Trump is already doing his job. Trump made a clear statement to Hamas that if they don't return all the hostages and give up, then when he takes office, he will step in with the force of the U.S. military. By the way, just on a side note, this is not what Trump said, right? But the U.S. military does not take all the extra measures that the IDF does to protect the Gazan civilians. So for all the people out there who are making all the lies up about the IDF attacks, about how we're attacking civilians and stuff, if this does come to pass and Trump does send the U.S. military into Gaza, then the rest of the world can see what a regular military actually does and how it operates, not like the IDF.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is just another thing with Trump. Look at Trump ain't president yet. He's just president. He ain't even started the job yet.
No.
And look how much, like we were talking about at the beginning of the video, look how much he's done.
Yeah.
We'll talk about this in a second in a little bit more detail. But hostages, talking about hostages finally
deal.
again.
Yes.
Because of this threat that he did to Hamas. So he's already trying to work out the problems with Gaza, Hizbollah. The U.S. economy is already, the economy's already going up because of things that he's done
yeah.
and doing and saying, and because he's smart enough to know how to do that kind of stuff. The guy ain't even taken office yet. Look how much change.
Yeah,
You know?
I agree. Yeah.
Well, on Wednesday, the IDF was able to bring back the body of another one of our hostages, leaving 100 still not at home. This week, for the first time in over a year, Hamas is beginning to make an effort. I'm not saying that it's a great effort, but they are beginning to make an effort to make a deal with Israel for the hostages. It's clear that this is 100% because of Trump being elected, and of course, the speech he had just made less than 24 hours before, threatening Hamas.
Of course it's
Yeah.
clear, because nothing has changed except Trump being
Except
elected.
Trump. That's the only thing that's changed. So everything is just, it's a good point. That's very
I
true.
have them sometimes.
It's because it's true. That's the only thing that's different.
Yeah.
In the past year.
Yes.
And that's the new president coming in.
Yes, well, Trump did many things consider the hostages. First of all, he pressured, I don't know what exactly he did, but he pressured somehow Qatar to get rid of Hamas.
I forgot to mention that and all the things that is happening because of Trump.
He made this statement about Hamas, if they don't get our hostages freed before he gets to the office, it's going to be, how you say, hell?
Hell in Gaza.
Yeah, hell in Gaza. And then just now we got some news that actually he made some meetings with Qataris, right?
Yeah.
And made them to come back to make Hamas to
the deal. Made them come back to the table to make a deal.
To make a deal.
Yeah.
So many things.
And he ain't even president yet.
Yes.
Yeah, so like I said, it's so much going on. And it's amazing to see how much a difference. You know, it's not surprising to see, but it is amazing to watch the difference between a weak America and a strong America.
Yes.
We saw it you should see the difference in the Middle East. We've been talking about it ever since Trump was elected, since he's been president-elect.
Yeah.
The difference between a weak America, which was the Biden administration, and a strong America, which America is already getting stronger because of the election of Trump, it just makes for a whole different neighborhood in this part of the world.
Yeah, exactly.
America is, well, the people out there don't like it, but the truth is America is the ruling empire of the world of this time.
Yes.
And so what America does and doesn't do has a huge impact on the rest of the world.
Yes.
Right.
Agree. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
you know what?
If we go back to Israel, I got some questions, so that's why I want to address it. I don't like to talk about it, but Benjamin Netanyahu got back to his trial.
Oh,
and now the left wing, together with our beautiful court of justice, made him to have testified 3 times a week for
Testify for
6
3
hours.
times a week, every week.
6 hours every time, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. They say he's a president,
He's a prime minister in the middle of war.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
And this
crazy.
is what the left wing thinks needs to be done.
That's crazy.
The prime minister needs to be forced into 3 6-hour sessions, 3 days a week.
Yes.
Every day, every week, from now on,
And
for stuff that we know was all fabricated anyway.
That's what I wanted to say. Next, we all know it's fabricated. We all know it's not true.
You know, I'll give you an example. I don't know if you guys remember, but one of the biggest things they had him in the court for was the submarine deals. Finally, I mean, this not finally just recently, finally, like 4 years ago, the top brass of the Navy came out together publicly saying, listen, guys, we don't know what you're talking about, that Netanyahu did some kind of under-the-table deal with these submarines. This is what happened. So the top brass of the Navy said, this is what happened. We saw, without talking to Bibi, we saw that we needed submarines. We went and researched all the different types of submarines. Then we went and found the submarines we want.
Yeah.
Made the deal with the submarines, what the price was for the submarines, how everything was going to go. Then we got that paperwork, or however you want to call it, through the right channels so that the prime minister would sign off of it. He did, and we got the submarines. The prime minister wasn't even in the deal.
Yeah.
He didn't even know about it until it was almost over,
Yeah.
as it should have been. And so they came out and told the whole world that, and still they're trying.
Yes, yes.
know?
It's the opposite of democracy. I don't see how people don't see that since the beginning of this election, about 2 years ago, all they do, the left wing, is trying to overthrow the government. They just openly say this government isn't legit, which is not, the opposite of democracy. This is what people elected. That's it.
Yeah.
So, but now finally, actually, they openly say that. So you know what? At least I appreciate that. They don't try to pretend like it's COVID. They don't try to pretend it like it's what else they had. Every time they have something else. Lately, they have the hostages. So they say it openly. We don't want Bibi. Bibi is bad.
Yeah, they want to overthrow democracy.
Yeah.
Well, I have been so excited, people. Seriously, the Lord has been working amazing works with us here in the state of Israel. It's just such a gift and a blessing to watch the Lord use us and put us in places that He wants us. This place that the Lord's opened up for us, we're helping people, along with me becoming the new leader of the Jerusalem battalion. And breaking and everything that entails and putting everything together, things are moving and the Lord is doing a lot of great things.
Amen.
So once again, thank for all you guys for showing your support and helping us move along with this and join us. Be a part of this amazing thing that's going on here in Israel. So we love you guys.
Yes.
And I've been, like I said, I'm really excited. And I can't get down off of it. So don't forget to join us on thegoldenreport.com. And until next time.
Shabbat Shalom.
God bless.